Once upon a time, on the beautiful island of Cyprus in the heart of the Mediterranean, there lived a talented sculptor named Pygmalion. Although his hands could breathe life into stone, creating masterpieces that even the gods envied, his heart was cold towards earthly love. Witnessing the vices and promiscuity of the women around him, Pygmalion developed a deep aversion. He decided to live a life of solitude, shunning feminine beauty and pouring all his passion and affection into lifeless marble blocks. In the solitude of his workshop, he began to carve a statue of a young woman from pure white ivory. Day by day, under the skillful chisel and his burning passion, a masterpiece gradually emerged. It was a girl of perfect beauty, possessing a saintly and exquisite charm that no flesh-and-blood woman in the world could match. The statue was so lifelike that, if one did not touch it, they would think she was merely shyly standing still, breathing. Pygmalion named her Galatea. Then the most extraordinary thing in the world happened. The lovesick artist fell in love with his own creation. Pygmalion adored Galatea as a man loves a real woman. He caressed her face but only felt the coldness of the rigid ivory. He brought her gifts that girls often cherish: sparkling seashells, colorful gemstones, fresh blooming flowers, and the most splendid garments. Every night he laid her on a soft bed, covered her with a blanket, and whispered sweet words of love into her unresponsive ears. But in return for that mad love, there was only absolute silence. The pain of unrequited love for a stone gnawed at his soul, causing him to wither in the despair of the dream he had woven. As the festival honoring the goddess of love, Aphrodite, approached, fragrant smoke wafted through the temples across the island of Cyprus. Pygmalion, with a heavy heart, went before the goddess's altar to offer his gifts. He trembled as he prayed, but his hesitation prevented him from voicing his true wish to marry the ivory statue. Instead, he bowed his head and whispered, "O powerful goddess, please grant me a wife, like my ivory maiden." The goddess Aphrodite, who understood every heartbeat, saw through the burning desire behind that humble prayer. She decided to grant the lovesick artist a boon, causing the flames on the altar to suddenly blaze 3 times brightly as an omen of good fortune. Returning home with a restless heart, the first thing Pygmalion did was rush to his statue, Galatea. He bent down and placed a kiss on her familiar cold lips. But strangely, this time he felt those lips seemed unusually warm. He was startled and reached out to touch her arm. The hard ivory that was usually so rigid suddenly became soft under his fingers, yielding gently like beeswax under the sun. He touched her wrist and was utterly astonished to feel a pulse thumping beneath the skin that was gradually turning rosy. Before Pygmalion's wide, astonished eyes, the ivory statue gradually melted away, replaced by a warm, flesh-and-blood body. Galatea slowly opened her eyes, her sparkling, watery gaze looking at him with all the tenderness and love, the first look she gave to the one who created her. A miracle had occurred. Pygmalion's sincere love and obsessive devotion had moved even the divine, turning the most whimsical dream into reality. They married with the blessings of goddess Aphrodite and lived happily together for a lifetime, proving a truth. When an artist loves their work with all their being, art becomes life.